Hi guys, you sucked me into your vlogging. Just got home from work, so first thing I do when I get home is change clothes. As you can see, my hair is in a twist today because I didn't feel like braiding it, so I was being lazy. I picked out the pattern for my the baby blanket for the Pay It Forward, and it's the Bernat coordinate star blanket. So hope you can see that. So that's the baby blanket I decided to do. And since they don't know the sex of the baby. So since I wanted them to pick out the colors for it, I decided to use this Carefree Plus and white, and that's why I dropped the box on the ground when I was bringing it in. And whites and yellows, and then I had some other yellows left over from other projects that I'm going to be incorporating into it, and these are red hearts, as you can see. So I thought that would be fun, using the different yellows and whites for a baby blanket, because the yellow could go for boy or girl. And then that was another yellow, a darker yellow, and let's see. Then I had some this odds and ends skeins that I'll be doing the first rows with. Okay, I have these, and I'll be doing like the inside part with these because there's not a lot of it. And then as I get into where I'll be using more stitches, then I'll switch to the larger balls and skeins. And I have more of this in that big box you guys are used to seeing in the background. That box is full of yarn from the top to the bottom, and it's all acrylics over there in that box. And I got that from eBay a couple of months ago. I finished that gold scarf that I was showing you guys yesterday. I told you I like fast patterns. So today I'm working on the Phoenix hat, and I'm using the eye hook, and I crochet pretty tightly, but this is Red Heart Super Saver, and it's in coffee. And then I also have one that's in this real light tan color. And so I was alternating them because I wanted to get that look that the Bejeweled Hedgehog had of the llama look. And it's coming out really nice. I'm really satisfied with the way it looks. The next one I do, I'll leave off like the last increase row because it's a little bigger than what I was expecting. Now, if you're me with the braids and stuff, then yeah, it'll be a nice size hat. Or if you got a thick hat that you like to pull up under your hats. So it's coming along pretty well. I started on that today at lunch. Let me see. Only because I was hungry today, so I actually took my time eating, so I wouldn't be overeating. So I, sat there chewing so slowly and all that good stuff, and drinking a lot of water to kind of, fill in, because I don't want to gain back any of the weight I lost. My diabetes decided, go bonkers on me. I was gonna tell y'all something. I forgot. Oh yeah, I had like 20 minutes left. So I got to this these first two rows of the brown in the actual pattern stitch. That's how far I got at lunch today. And I did this since I got home, the rest of it. And so I'm going to be working on that tonight while I'm watching either Farscape or Voyager reruns on Netflix. I've seen all the Farscape episodes. I've been watching Farscape since I was pregnant with my son back in 1999. And my husband let a bug in here. It's part of the net. And so that's how I watched Farscape from the pilot to the Peacekeeper Wars parts 1 and 2. So I'm pretty caught up on. It's just certain favorite episodes that I want to see, like Crackers on Matter and stuff like that. So that's one of them. In the garden, I went outside and I sprayed my plants with a food safe spray, insect spray. because my husband didn't get me the right acceptance dust. He brought home the granules, which is good for like the grubs in the lawn and mix it in with the soil, you know, for grubs and stuff, but not for actually dusting the actual leaves of the plant to keep those, we call them cabbage butterflies, but they're probably, I think they're actually a type of moth. And to keep them off from laying eggs on the plants, and if any eggs hatch, to kill the larvae. So I spray those really well. It's supposed to be dry until the weekend, so I should have 7 dust by then. I'll probably use part of my lunch and go up to the Home Depot because it's right up the street from my job and get it myself. I want something done right, does she say? So that's what I'm working on. As far as my garden and stuff, I'll have to take and do like some video footage outside the house and stuff. But my neighbors are so freaking nosy, and some of them are the element in the neighborhood. Which every neighborhood I think has an element. Even the wealthy neighborhoods has some kid that wants to be a drug dealer or something. So one of the things that I was doing was I was looking for the warp and weft and stuff. This was the warp. And then this white stuff, it's a cotton. It was the whip. Now I've used this stuff and I made hats and stuff from it. It washes out pretty easily. And I dropped this a couple of times, so it has like little bits and pieces of trash on it, but it'll be alright. So this is my remnant bag. And I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff that's in here. I have a belt buckle that I got from the thrift store to be used with a project one day. I have this rose, country rose. I think Caron made this. And this is the skein that was, excuse me, this is the skein that was left after I made my grandma a blanket several years ago. And I just haven't had the heart to do anything with it. I keep telling myself I'm going to go down there and get the blanket I made her because I don't want it to end up in someone who doesn't understand the history behind the blanket or won't take care of it. You know, just I don't want it to get messed up. So, that's some pink. I don't even remember where that came from. And then that's some orange. That's left over from a project for something I made for my sister because my sister likes oranges. And then I had this Caron lilac. I got this. It's what's left over from my baby blanket I did. And then I have some red heart red. And then there's like some little balls of black, green, and brown in here. And this brown, this isn't red heart. This is Plymouth Encore yarn. So I can't use it with that project because it's a different. It's a wool acrylic blend. So yeah, that's all that I have in my remnant bag. So I'm doing pretty good with my pay it forward as far as, you know, burning down this remnant yarn. And if this triangle blanket is very easy to make, then I might just use everything else in the bag and just make a wild start afghan from that. I also had like a little bit of the dreaded pink migraine yarn, plus the 6 full skeins over there. So I gotta come up with another baby blanket project for that. So I need to put that over there with that. Work was pretty productive today. I got most of my final title policies that I had on my desk, and they're sitting there to be mailed tomorrow. I got the few documents I got back from the court. Got those processed, so they're to be mailed tomorrow. And so I have one that I'm waiting for the client to call us so they can verify his address. You know, simple stuff. And so I got updates that I gotta do to the jobs website as well as to a client's website. And you know what I think that is? My son ate an apple in here, and I think he threw the core in my trash can. That's right, y'all. Thought I was joking when I said ain't no bug gonna be living in here for long. Oops. Nope, I won't joking. That's that. It will die. So yeah. So I've really been enjoying watching the vlogs of Tulip Sun, Jewel Hedgehog, Andy, Don't for Storm, yes, I think it's gonna say Ariana, yeah, the Big Y, my girl with her poodle mixes, and add the croaks over. I'll look you up. Because all I've been thinking about after seeing your dogs is spinning their fur. So you actually can start saving their fur from their brushes and stuff, and you can send it to me and I can spin it up into some yarn, and then you can make a keepsake memento to have of your pets. People are, let's see, okay, all right, I had, just so y'all know, those of you who are on Facebook, I had 3 more spots. Well, there's 2 spots left now, but I had 3 more spots left on my Pay It Forward 2012, and Jan just grabbed one. So there's 2 spots left. If you're on Facebook, look for shespins.com, or look for which one is it under? Look for my name, Juanita McCants. I'll put it in the description box. But there's only 2 slots left for my Pay It Forward 2012. I try to do this every year, and this year I'm doing 10 slots because I have so much yarn this year. I think last year I only did like 5 things. I can't remember, but it was a lot of fun, you know, watching people, you know, just, you know, jump on the post and stuff. Within like the first hour, you know, 8 of the slots were gone, and then I think it got scrolled down, and people couldn't find the post. So I said something today, and then so somebody found it again. But yeah, I already got 3 things. 1, 2, 3. Is it 3 or 4? I already got 4 things done. So I have to pick 4 of the females that signed up for stuff and go ahead and get those out. And then I gotta make 1 thing for a young man, and I think for him I'm gonna make a hat. He's a Penguins fan, so I think I'm gonna make him a hat with the penguin on it. Not a crochet one, it'll be knit. So, because I know the father, I've known him. We've played World of Warcraft together for many years. So he's almost like family in a way. It's strange. You spend all this time with people playing a video game, and you know, and it's just like, you know, you stay in touch with them. They're just like extended family. And so that's what I got to work on. My Pay It Forward 2012. So yeah, if you guys want to get in on it, you better hurry up, because like I said, you know, only 2 spots left now, and that'll be it. I'm only doing 10 this year, because once August rolls around, these will be done and mailed off, except for the baby blanket, because, you know, we're, I don't know, superstitious, old time, whatever you want to call it, but we don't believe in having baby showers and stuff until after the baby is born. We don't do all that. Because, you know, that's a lot of reminders for that young mom, if something in that family, if something happens to that child. That's a lot of stuff, just, you know, and it'll hurt them with the depression, constantly seeing these items and stuff. And then also you have people who sit there and wonder, well, what do I do? You know, the baby didn't survive. Do I give it back? Do I keep it? Do I throw it out? Do I take it to Goodwill or something? Do I put it in a garage? And, you know, because it won't be the same having that stuff if they get pregnant again. It'll seem like a betrayal to some women, that they're betraying the baby that passed away by giving that stuff to the new baby. People's minds think like that, you know, and that's how people have this, you know, in therapy and stuff. That's how people have described how the feelings they're going through. So, so that's why, you know, we wait. And then, you know, when the baby is a week or two old, then I'll send the blanket out. I already discussed that with the father. So I'll send the blanket out once the baby is a week or two old. But I'll let them see the blanket, see how, you know, how it's made and stuff. Because he's a gamer too, I'm thinking about doing the Mario mushroom, the one up for the baby blanket. I thought that would be cute. Or to do the Lord of the Rings and do a chart that says like the heart in the center and says "My Precious," and have like a ring or something. I thought that would be something cute, something gamer, something that they would get, you know, that they would get, and that their child, because children that grow up in the house of gamers end up being gamers. My son's a gamer. He's a Minecraft addict. But he's also does very good in school. He's, you know, we're very proud of him in school. He does very, very well on all his standardized tests, and he's in top percentiles. My older daughter isn't a gamer, but she likes videos, because I used to watch videos and stuff a lot. So she likes anime and cartoons and stuff, because I was always watching stuff like that. And she's an artist. My second oldest, she is a gamer. She puts up little clips of her playing her shoot 'em up games. Commando, what do they call those things? I don't know. I don't play them. I'm not into those. I want something that's gonna tax my mind a little bit more. So yeah. About me, I am 42 years old. I was born in a little town called Rose Hill, North Carolina. I was one of Dr. Hall's babies. I grew up in Warsaw, North Carolina. I left home at the ripe old age of 19 for boot camp. I was in the Navy for 6 years, well, almost 6 years. I got out in January of 96. I went in August of 90. I think it was August. I want to say the 12th. The 11th or 12th. I'll have to look at my paperwork. And I ain't going to dig up my DD-214 to look at it. But when I went in as an electronic technician. Supposed to been going in as a new PT, but they closed the rating to women again by the time I finished my first A school. And so then we had to pick another C school, since we couldn't go to the new C school. So, and this was before they did the women can do anything kind of crap. They didn't do that until right before I got out, where they said women can serve on all in the combat ships and all that stuff. So I wanted to go to hospital equipment repair school. Well, the military, being the military and wasting money like the military does, you had to be a hospital corpsman to go to hospital equipment repair school. Even though I was already a trained electronic technician, I had to go to hospital corpsman school and then apply to go to hospital equipment repair school. Yeah, stupid, considering you're going to spend all this money training me to be an electronic technician. Now you're going to spend all this money training me to be a hospital corpsman, which I really didn't want to be, just so I could go to the school, so maybe I could have a good job when I got out. So, yeah. So that didn't work out. So after I became a corpsman and everything, you know, this one was running out and everything. So it was like, see, you wouldn't want to be it. Plus, I was having trouble keeping the weight off, and my body was changing after the second pregnancy. I was starting to look like my mama. I don't care how much I ran, how much I exercised, how much I starved myself, which was part of the problem, starving myself, because I put my body in the starvation mode. And when you do that, you basically, your body thinks it doesn't know when the next meal is going to come, if it's going to get enough calories. So it starts trying to convert everything into fat. So I didn't know that. It's not like they were saying, you know, let us get you to this dietitian so that we can get you on a healthy way to lose weight, a healthy way to maintain your weight, a healthy way. And the Navy didn't care about that. And it had a lot to do with this, but people don't want to, people look the other way. Because there were other people who are lighter than me, who they were offering liposuction, plastic surgery, tummy tucks, so they can stay within their body requirements. Yeah, breast reductions. I'd have jumped on one of them back then. Shoot, I didn't want to, because they got in the way. I couldn't play basketball the way I wanted to. I couldn't do anything like I wanted to, because the things after my second pregnancy, they had just, gotten bigger than I was comfortable with. I'm not afraid to tell a woman, if you can get a reduction, get a reduction. I was having migraine headaches every day. Every single day. I would wake up, and as soon as you sat up and your weight shifted and these things started pulling on your shoulders and stuff, the bra straps are like this freaking wide. Your bras cost anywhere from $60 to $70 with these wide padded straps, so that they don't leave these divots in your shoulder. I mean, I have permanent grooves in my shoulders. They disfigure your shoulders. Your breasts are so heavy. I was a 44 triple D before my surgery. And after my surgery, I was a 40C to a 40D cup. I wanted to go smaller, but my doctor said, he was French. His name was Dr. Pizarro. Or was he Spanish? I can't remember. I'll have to look at the paperwork. He said, I'm a plastic surgeon. I do not do amputations. Your breasts will be proportionate to your body. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. And this man, he wouldn't do, you had to get consent from your husband. He would not, yes, that's how old-fashioned he was. He would not do the surgery unless he discussed the results and everything. You had to go in a conference, you and your husband and him, and the nurses and stuff. And they would discuss your case, and they would show you the pictures of women who had similar surgery, similar to what you're going to be getting, who had the previous breast size were similar to yours, and then what they looked like afterwards. Yeah. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of Pizarro. But, and then the thing that really, really killed me was, I'm there for my follow-up, and I'm sitting there, and this woman comes in with her 2 teenage daughters. And I'm just going to say it. They were Caucasian. Okay? So I'm sitting there, and the lady, she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her, and you could tell she had already had hers augmented. Her boobs were freaking huge. I mean, she ain't big as a tick. The wind blows, she's going to fall over. I'm telling you, she was like skeletonized. This woman was it was ridiculous. You could tell that they were fake. And so she looks at me and she goes, "Oh, honey," she said, "did you get yours, your augmentation here? What size did you get? What size did you go up? Those look gorgeous." And I was like, "Lady, are you stupid?" She's like, "I'm bringing my daughters here so they can go ahead and start discussing it and find out what size they want to go up to, because they want augmentation." And these were very beautiful, beautiful young girls. And their bodies were perfectly proportioned. They're teenagers. They haven't even finished growing. And I would say they were already in, B to C cups. They weren't like no little, itty bitty titty A cups. You know what I'm saying? These girls already had handfuls. And they were teenagers. They're like, 17, 18 years old. And their mama, that's when I say some people got more money than they have brains. And I was just like looking at her, just disgusted. Like, I said, I did not come here to get a breast enlargement. I came here and I had my breasts reduced. Why in the world would you do that? Maybe because I got tired of waking up every morning with migraine headaches and then having to take all these pain medications and all these drugs and stuff. That's why I had it done. And then the girls were asking me questions, and I showed them the permanent grooves in my shoulders from carrying around all that weight from those long. I'm 5'4". Okay, that's a lot of weight to carry around. They took like 4 pounds. It was all memory tissue, and they're like 4 pounds from one side and like 3.5 pounds from the other side, And the doctor said that they can grow back. He said, it was memory tissue. He said there's hardly any fat. He said, so it can grow back. They can grow back if your memory tissue become stimulated enough for some reason, or if you get pregnant again, then they can grow back. And I was like, somebody getting fixed. So, but that's I don't understand people. I guess that I tell my husband that all the time. I don't understand people. I don't understand what motivates people to do something like that can lead to actually mutilating your body. When you look at women who are naturally over-endowed and the way they have to struggle just to go grocery shopping and have all that weight pulling on them. I mean, they're resting on the buggy because it hurts to stand up straight. Their backs and their legs are suffering from nerve damage and stuff from them leaning forward unconsciously all those years and then they don't even realize they're damaging their back. And then you have women who refuse to get the surgery done because my husband, he would leave me. Sayonara sucker. Good riddance. Because if he loved you and not those breasts on your chest, he will be sitting there with you every step of the way because he will have your best interest at heart. My husband sat there with me every step of the way. And he's still there. Because he did not want to end up in a position where not only did he have to take care of our children, he had to take care of me because I had become crippled, paralyzed, or incapacitated in some way from damage done to my nerves and my back, my spine, and my shoulders and neck from carrying around all that weight. So, yeah, I'm preaching to the choir, I'm sure. But that's just, it's a vlog. So I can vlog, right? I can talk about anything I want to. And so that's why I decided to get onto y'all's little party train here. And just talk about stuff that I just don't understand people. Another thing, with that, I'll say that for tomorrow's vlog. And I'll try to start keeping notes on things I want to discuss. So, if any of you have done this pattern, leave me a message. It looks very easy. I was reading over the instructions. It actually looks easier than that 9-point baby blanket I did. So, if you've done it, just, leave me some messages and stuff. Alright then, thank you for listening to my vlog that developed into another rant. I hope it was a little bit educational for some of you who may be heavily over-endowed. There's no shame in it. The way my surgery was done, it was the keyhole surgery. And all my sutures are on the bottom of the breast. So, you would have to actually look under there to see where my sutures and stuff are at. You can't even see the scarring. It's all, for me, I don't keloid. I used to not get keloids. So far, I still don't get keloids, but the way my skin is changing with this diabetes, who knows, what might happen. But I don't get keloids, so you can't see any scarring around my actual nipples where they leave the nipples attached to the stalks and they bring the new area up. So that's why they call it a keyhole. And they, suture you up. I had an internal bra, where they do stuff with the muscles and stuff. So you kind of have an internal bra to help maintain your shape and stuff. So yeah, I'm sure some of the guys are going to enjoy this talk, especially when their wives, if they're over and down, start saying, I think I want to go talk to a plastic surgeon. I'm tired of having headaches. I'm tired of my neck hurting. I'm tired of my shoulder hurting. I'm tired of my back hurting. I'm tired of my legs hurting. And it might have some serious discussions, in some households, just for me sharing what happened with me. Because I think it's something that more women need to talk to their significant others about. Because, like I said, love is supposed to be something that, I don't know how to put it in words, how love is supposed to be. But it's supposed to be accepting. It's supposed to be nurturing. That's the word I'm for. Love is supposed to be nurturing. So how is your partner nurturing you by denying you care, surgery that could potentially keep you out of a wheelchair one day? You know what I'm saying? Keep you from becoming deformed and bent over because of that weight. Keep you from having to have back surgeries because of that weight. So yeah, so there might be some discussions from that. And I hope there are. It's time for women to take their bodies. It's your body. It's your body. It's not his. If there was a surgery to over-endow a man in certain areas, he wouldn't even ask you for permission to ask you what you wanted. He'd be standing in line. That's the way I feel about it. It's okay for them to do what they want to do, but they're going to try and tell you what to do. I think not. Because the same road you rode up here in is the same road you can roll out of here on. That's how I feel about that. All right, y'all.